Hello everyone, today is September 1st, 2011, which means that the video game season is right around the corner. Now, if you are a video gamer, you know that the biggest titles, the biggest releases, the most amount of video games come out in this quarter, whereas, you know, in the winter season you'll get a few titles, spring season you'll get a few titles, the summer season is virtually dead. And then all of a sudden fall season comes along, you're like, holy crap, I'm not ready for this, I'm still in summer mode where I'm playing a few video games. Now there's so many games to buy, so many games to play. I am so excited. I, myself, am so excited. And I don't even know what I'm going to call this video. Probably just Video Game Season Preview 2011. But if I want a lot of views, I'll probably call it something like OMG WTF, guy kills himself while reading the Video Game Season Preview of 2011. In which case I'm probably going to have to pretend to kill myself at the end of this video. And then get a bunch of backlash for, you know, people saying that I wasted their lives because I'm not really dying at the end of the video. Unless they are a video gamer, in which case they'll say, I was going to hate on you, bud. But because you said a bunch of games that I didn't know were coming out or I didn't know that they even existed, I'm happy for watching this. Although I still hate on you a little bit because my wallet's gonna hate you. And especially for those people that live with their parents still, you know, if you come home from work or school an hour later after on a release day and they're like, something's up. Jimmy, are you doing drugs again? You on the crack cocaine? No, but you're nervous, something's wrong. You bought a video game. It's like they always know what's going on with your life, you know? It's scary sometimes. So then you're like, no, I didn't buy a video game. And then they got all upset because you should be spending your allowance money on your work money on something productive or something else. You know, video games are only for like birthdays and Christmas. And it's even worse because the fall season, by November, December, they're like, Jimmy, I told you not to buy any video games. Santa Claus is going to bring those. Mom, I'm 15. And they're like, well, you know, video games are a very good idea and it's the only thing that I know that you like because I have no idea what you like. I know what's going on with your life, but I don't know what you like. So as you can see, I had a lot of issues with my parents growing up. No, I'm just kidding. I actually still live with my mom. God, I'm pathetic. But it's because she cooks with cheese, okay? Anyway, let's get on with the list because it is quite extensive. Yeah. I think there's like 30 plus titles that I want to get. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to pick up all of these titles. I don't think anybody really could unless they're like super rich and have the most... Okay, maybe if you're retired, you could do this and you have a nice pension. But if not, you're not going to be able to pick up all of these games and play them. So, we'll start off with September. September 6th, there is Dead Island coming out for the Xbox 360, PS3. Now, I won't talk about every game, but this game I am very much looking forward to. It looks like kind of like, almost like Left 4 Dead, but more of like an open world. And the amount of weapons that you can get, you take a weapon and throw it at them. And I don't know, and there's a point system. It looks really, really fun, and the graphics look super nice. Probably the best looking zombie game I've ever seen. So that's for the 360 and PS3. Or I'll just say multiplat. Driver San Francisco looks pretty good. Multiplat. Warhammer 40k Space Marine, multiplat as well. And Resistance 3. Now that's a PS3 exclusive. If you played the previous Resistance games, you're really going to be looking forward to this. If you don't have a PS3 yet, definitely pick it up because 2011 is like the craziest year for PS3 exclusives. There's like virtually none for the 360, but a ton for the PS3, and that's why I bought mine. I actually bought mine for Twisted Metal, which was supposed to come out in October, but it's actually pushed back till 2012. But that's okay because there's tons of other games that I'm looking forward to. Now we're on to September 9th. Now this is weird because it's Nintendo. They don't release on Tuesdays for whatever reason, so on the 9th, I think that's the Friday, for Starfox 3DS. Awesome game. If you don't have a 3DS yet, go pick it up. It's only $170, and every month there's going to be at least one big release for the 3DS, and you can go pick up like Zelda Ocarina of Time while you're waiting, or even Pilot Wings Resort, which is actually a very fun, calming, relaxing game. But anyway, so that's Star Fox 64 for the 3DS. Then on the 13th, there's White Knight Chronicles 2 for the PS3. On the 19th, once again, a Nintendo release. Kirby Mass Attack for the DS. And then there on the 20th, the day after, oh, that's weird, Monday and then Tuesday, anyway. Gears of War 3. I am so excited for this. I actually picked up the Xbox simply to play Gears of War. I knew Halo 3 was eventually going to come out, but I picked it up a year beforehand because I wanted to play Gears of War, and I don't regret it at all. That's Gears of War 3 for the 360 exclusive. Then there's Frogger 3D coming out for the 3DS on that day as well. And then we go to September 27th for X-Men Destiny for multiplat. Atelier Totori, The Adventure of Arland. Jesus, that's so hard to say. I think I said it right. That's for the PS3 exclusive. There's also Child of Eden. Now, Child of Eden did come out for the Xbox 360 a few months back, but Child of Eden is coming out for the PS3 and you can use it with the Move. If you don't want to use Kinect, you can use your regular controller anyway, but if you want to have a different experience, you can use the Move or the Kinect. And I think that if I'm going to be picking this game up, it will be for the PS3 because I'd rather play it with the Move because the Kinect I don't think would work as sweet. There's also the Ico, Eco, and Shadow of Colossus collection, PS3 exclusive, so that's two games that used to be on the PS2 that they're making in HD and putting that in a 2-pack. Then there's Rune Factory, Tides of Destiny. Now, this is coming out for the Wii and the PS3. This is the first title of Rune Factory for the PS3 and the second title for the Wii, which is kind of like a mix of Harvest Moon meets some kind of dungeon crawler or something like that. So it's kind of like an adventure thing plus Harvest Moon, which is where you farm things. Now, farming would sound like a boring thing, but it's actually very, very fun and addictive. I love the Harvest Moon series, and Rune Factory kind of adds in, you know, Harvest Moon with swords is how they kind of describe it. So that's the end of September. So that's a crap load of games already, and not even in like October, November. Those are the main months. So October 4th, they have Rage coming out for the Xbox 360, PS3, Spider-Man Edge of Time, multiplat as well, Dark Souls, multiplat. So out of those ones, Rage I'm kind of looking forward to, but I don't know. But after hearing that's going to be like, you know, 3 to 5 discs on the Xbox 360, that has to be a huge game. Now, a lot of people hate when there's like a bunch of discs, but I love multiple discs because it feels like you're progressing more than in a way in just in terms of achievements. It's like, oh my god, I'm at disc 2, I'm at disc 3, I'm at the last disc. It's like, I don't know. I just remember the PS1 days with Final Fantasies, and I loved multiple discs. So anyway, that's October 4th. October 11th, there's Forza 4, which is the racing game for the Xbox 360 exclusive. There's Harvest Moon, Tale of Two Towns for the 3DS and the regular DS. So it's kind of like the first Harvest Moon for the 3DS, but it's also being released on the DS as well. Then we have on the 17th, Professor Layton and the Last Spectre for the... I think there's this... crap, I don't remember. 3DS or DS? I can't remember which one it's coming up for. I think 3DS, but I'm not 100% certain. So then we have on the 18th, the following day, Batman Arkham City. Now, sad to say I have not played Batman Arkham Asylum. I do own the game, but I just have not had the chance to play it. My brother actually got it as well. He got the player's guide for it. He loves the game, but I just have not had the chance to play it. So I'm going to have to play it before I get into Arkham City. There's also Ratchet & Clank All for One. So this seems to be the first Ratchet & Clank game where it's kind of like a multiplayer. You play as 4 different characters. Ratchet's one of them, and there's another 3 characters, and it seems really cool if you like Ratchet & Clank, and now you have a multiplayer aspect for it. Then on the 24th, they have Kirby's Return to Dreamland for the Wii and Pokemon Rumble Blast for the 3DS. So once again, that's a Nintendo day. It's not the Tuesday, it's the Monday apparently. I hate that Nintendo's doing that. It's like, man, not every day do I want to go, because I live in a small town, so I have to drive like 25 minutes before I get into a place where I can actually buy these games, like with an EB Games, a Walmart, you know, Future Shop, all those kinds of things. I'm 25 minutes away. Now I do go to school, so I'm there 4 times a week anyway, but sometimes if they release it on the Friday for Starfox, for example, I'm screwed, although I'll go in anyway, because I will drive 25 minutes there and back. For Starfox. Anywho, no, October 25th, Battlefield 3. This is one of the games that I'm most anticipating. Now, I've never played any of the other Battlefields before, but after watching the trailers for Battlefield, they look so amazing. The graphics look top tier. I'm talking about like the best graphics you could ever possibly see. At some points, it looks so real that it's insane. So, Battlefield 3 looks epic. First day release, no matter what, I'm there. Then we have that, so that's all for October, but October, man, Battlefield 3 alone can just, even though it comes out at the end, can hold me over until 2012. Easily, I can see myself playing this for an entire year, going back and forth to it. It looks epic. Hopefully it doesn't disappoint. Now, for November 1st, they have Sonic Generations Multiplat, Lord of the Rings War in the North. I was hoping that's Multiplat. I was hoping that this game would come out in August because I would have bought it instead of El Shaddai, which is, oh god, not the funnest game in the world. It's the worst game that I've played so far this year. Not to say that it's horrible, but it was close, man. Everyone kept giving Duke Nukem 3.0s. They hadn't played El Shaddai, let me tell you. Anyway. I was hoping Lord of the Rings was going to come out in August, but it didn't. They pushed it back until November 1st. And there's also Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Now, I played Uncharted 1, loved it. I'm about to play Uncharted 2, and Uncharted 3 is supposed to be even better. So I can't wait for that either. And if you have not seen the unboxing for the Collector's Edition, check it out, because it has the voice of Drake, and he's hilarious. It's probably the funniest unboxing I have ever seen. Official unboxing, anyway. Then on November 8th, they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Multiplat. Obviously, huge title. Out of all the Call of Duties, I like the Modern Warfares the most. I like Modern Warfare 1 more than I do 2. Modern Warfare 3 does look good as well. I'm probably going to pick up the Hardened Edition for this one, but I'm not 100% certain yet. And I wish Battlefield 3 was doing something like that, because I would totally get the collector's or limited edition or hardened edition for Battlefield 3. Anywho, there's also a Cave Story 3D for the 3DS coming out. I'm not really sure what this game is about, but there's a lot of hype behind it, and it does, from what I've seen, it looks kind of random. Could be fun. And then on November 11th, so 11/11/11, there is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim coming out. Now, this game was so amazing that it pushed me to go out and buy Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. I'm only a few hours in to that game. I do really enjoy it, but just Skyrim looks so much better. Just with the added dragons having their own minds and not being in the same place all the time, and they, like, as soon as they see you, they want to kill you, and they might get into the battle and battle something else. Like, you might be battling something, it'll come in and swoop down and attack that, and then go for you. It's like, oh my god, there's just so much going on, and it looks epic. And these games, the Elder Scrolls games, are freaking long. If you do every quest, hundreds of hours, easily. It's insane. So definitely picking that up on first day. I'm not sure if I'm getting the Collector's Edition for that yet. It does look good, but don't know. Although it is my most anticipated game of the year. And then they have Saints Row the Third, Multiplat, Assassin's Creed, Revelations, Multiplat, Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary for the Xbox 360. Now, this is the remake of Halo 1, which came out, 10 years ago, and it's only going to be 40 bucks instead of the retail price of normal 60, so I'm really looking forward to that game, and I am a huge Halo fan. They also have The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the 20th, very much looking forward to that one, and it's actually the 25th anniversary of Zelda. On the 22nd, they are going to have WWE 12 for the Multiplat, and Super Mario Land 3D is supposed to come out in November, but they haven't had a release date yet. Very much looking for that for the 3DS. December 1st, they have Max Payne 3 and for Multiplat, and they also have possibly Mario Kart 7 and Kid Icarus for 3DS, although Kid Icarus I think might be pushed back to 2012. So there you go. Crazy amount of games. Oh, and Diablo 3 might just be coming out in this year, but it's not 100% certain. At BlizzCon in October, I think, they'll probably announce when Diablo will be coming out. I'm hoping that it's this year, but if it's not, if it's like early 2012, that's fine, because it just gives me more time to play all these fall games. So this fall season, insane. Probably my top three. If Diablo 3 can be counted, that one would be it. If not, probably Elder Scrolls Skyrim, The Legend of Zelda, Battlefield 3, and for the sake of it, Mario Kart 7, seriously, and Super Mario Land 3D. Those 5 games, I know I said 3, but 5 is just awesome. And those 5 games, man, I cannot wait to play them. I will be playing more, so look out for the unboxings for them. I'm so excited for this fall season. I cannot wait for September 6th to hit. 5 days away, everyone. Okay, I'm out. All right. Boo! Oh my god, he's a zombie.